Hey everybody, welcome back. Please bear with me on this. I've been going kind of back and forth on some of the comments, and um, sometimes you take things one way and then it comes out another way, and you're not really for sure. People's thoughts. It blows my mind sometimes. You know. I guess today's been the devil's day. He just wants to attack. He just wants to come. He just wants to keep spouting out stuff. You know, and I'm not going to sugarcoat anything on this, because when it comes to the devil, and I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. To be honest, but oh, pardon me. But some of the comments YouTube took care of. Some of the ones I just took care of. But Eli, my goodness gracious. I mean, there's a way to talk to people and there's a way not to talk to people. I don't know how you grew up, and sometimes when you push some buttons, be careful what what buttons that you start pushing, because you're very disrespectful. First of all, I don't come at you or anybody else on here disrespectful. A lot of it I'll take, but your comments are just plain rude, disrespectful, and the type of person you are, because you're scared. First of all, otherwise, some of your questions. First of all, let's just go here. And no, I'm talking loud because I don't have my microphone here. It's actually at home, so I'm going just strictly off the phone. First of all, I don't really care what your comments are, honestly. But I'm doing this, so normally I don't tell people where to find your stuff or anybody else. But obviously, I'm the one seeking attention. Really, I personally, I think it's you. I think you kept pushing buttons until your name was heard on a video for whatever kicks and joy and jolly that you get out of it. So I'm going to answer your questions, and I'm going to answer every single one of them right down the line. And I'm going to prove to you once and for all that Jesus Christ is real, that hell's real, and all the other fantasy little things that you like to say about me. And I'm going to add a few other people's, comments in along with this once and for all, so I can just squash it all down. This is coming off of my testimony near death experiences. If anybody wants to go look up good old brother Eli here. But I also recommend, and please don't attack a devil with the devil. Some people just can't help vomit coming out of their mouth. I mean, honestly. And honestly, Eli, I have no respect for you, brother. None at all. You're still a brother because Jesus Christ is the Lord and Savior, and the Father is the creator of all things. Whether or not you believe in hell, and whether or not you believe in anything I say, and trust me when I say this. What is it? Majority of my stuff is mostly lies. I'm bored and lonely. Man, let me run down bored with you, okay? Let me run down boredom with you. When you walk in the devil's realm, and you walk outside in the devil's playground, whether you want to admit it or not, like your fellow friends over there, the devil's playground, the devil, ooh. How old are we, first of all? Okay? Second of all, don't come at something that you have never walked in. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? Are you a silver spoon type fed person? Have you never seen outside of anything your little ouchie and your butler come and put a band-aid on you? Are you one of those types that you want to second guess God? Well, why don't you open that Christmas package box open and take God out of the box? Yes, I did say it. Take God out of the box. instead of putting God in a box, what he's capable and not capable of doing. I'm not bored. You want to know what bored is? Bored is when you sit around and you have nothing better to do, like people like you. Bored is nothing better to do when you open up a book of spells and you say, let me light a candle with my palm. But you don't believe that stuff. That's boredom. That's what boredom got me. Yeah, I'm a little fired up. Because when you come at stuff and you start saying why things happened or didn't happen, first of all, you have no clue. If you think I'm going to sit here and lie about all this for you or anybody else on here, you are sadly mistaken, my friend. Sadly, sadly mistaken. Hell, if you listen to the words, I said, God, if you are real, show yourself to me. Oh, he showed himself. And he showed me exactly what awaits. Listen to the words and understand. Some of these people were near death, out-of-body experiences. They were on operating tables or stuff like that. So their bodies were still alive. Okay? Bored? No, I'm just beginning. I'm not bored. I got so much stuff on my mind, so many thoughts throughout the day. And all I'm trying to do is make it to heaven and take as many people that's willing to come and walk down the journey with me. Lies? Okay. What lies? Show me where lies is. Pick up the word. Pick up the holy word and show me what lies I spoke. Rattle a cage, and this is what you get sometimes. Am I afraid of losing viewers? Does it look like I'm afraid to lose viewers? I don't care. Leave. It doesn't matter to me. I'm not on this for myself. I'm on it for Jesus Christ. He asked me to do it, and I'm doing it. No other purpose, no other gains. I don't go around like and subscribe so I can get this many subscribers so YouTube will plaster it all over. If God wants it all over the United States into different countries, then God's going to do it. That's the power of the God, our Father, the Almighty, the Creator. You know, you look up Eli and your name means something. Maybe your parents should have called you something else. Because you're a devil. You honestly are. You are a true devil. Yeah, you're right. My gosh, Eli, you're so right. I just sit on here because I have nothing else to do, so because I need all kinds of attention. I need this attention more than anything in the world. What attention am I getting? Do you know what it's like to sit here and go through all these videos and to reply to people and to give them hope and to give them courage and to let them feel like somebody? And that's the attention I'm seeking? Are you insane? I mean, seriously, this is probably going to be one of the worst videos that anybody has to watch. But I hope the heck everybody watches this all the way through it. So it exposes people like you. So nobody has to sit here and put up with this nonsense. Because you know how many kids are out there listening to people talk down to them? You know how many times I've had people like you, professors, and all these other people? You know how many times I'm out there in the park mowing the grass and people throw trash down? Here, lawn boy, come pick up my garbage. And you have to be respectful. But your words break people. But you know what? Your words can't break me. You know why your words can't break me? Because the very lies that I talk about that Jesus Christ, the Savior, come and save me. His authority, His power, His blood, His words give me the strength and the courage to face people like you. In this way, and not in the ring way. Do I think I'm overconfident? No, I don't think I'm overconfident. I think it's ridiculous. I truly think it's ridiculous. Unbelievable. I mean, I can't... Unbelievable, the words that you speak. I mean, seriously. Do you believe in heaven? And honestly, you started this. Now you come back and reply on this stuff. I don't think you will. You may, because that's just the type of person you are. You got to have the last word. Well, I'm done with this after this. I got better things to do than sit here and waste my energy and breath fighting the devil with the devil. If you believe in heaven, you have to believe in hell. Why would God and why would Jesus send people to hell where there's demons and all these things? Yeah, I'm being sarcastic right now because I have no patience for you. None. First of all, Jesus and God didn't send anybody to hell. You understand what I'm saying? You send yourself to hell. You are the very reason why people are in hell. Because of your nonsense and your comments and your stupidity. Yes, I'm not a very educated man. Well done. Anything else you'd like to say to me? Please do it. Because I'm going to tell you like I've told the thousands of others. Until you can seriously step up to the plate and tell me something that I have not heard or have not seen or have not done or have not been, then you have no rights to come and speak to me anyway. You think getting jerked out of a bed and slung across your room is a lie and I need attention for that? But so many people are going through it. You think the shadow that sits in the corner? Oh, hold on a second. You think that is child's play? Oh my goodness gracious. You have awakened a beast that is going to follow you everywhere you go. You cannot rest. You cannot sit. You cannot be still when you get that attachment. And let me tell you, the legions, look up legions. One legion has 1,000 demons. This particular beast, 37 legions. Do the math, my friend. That's what you're calling upon. That's the very things that lurks in the dark. The very things that will not show itself until it is already manifest. It can transform into anything it likes. Animal, people, things. Becomes your shadow. Its face, sometimes when you look at it and you see it in the corner, its face will look like a blurry, transparent thing, and you can't tell what it's doing from one moment to the next. Tell me. I really want you to tell me this, honestly. Have you ever had a nightmare that you can't wake up from? Have you? Hell's not real. The devil loves people like you. Had you going there for a minute, didn't I? You really thought I was upset. That's how good the devil is. I'm not upset with you. I could care less. Your words are meaningless. Let me tell you what you've done here. You make me look super intelligent, honestly. I mean, honestly. Your nonsense is beyond... I mean, I would expect this from a first grader or a second grader. Why am I here? To deal with devils like you, so nobody else has to. Is that good enough for you? Is that good enough for you, Eli? What else you want to talk about? Want to talk about things in hell? Do you want to talk about the activities that happen here on Earth? That's not related to hell? Sacrifices? You want to talk about the blue joker? Do you? Come to the table. Let's talk. Let me show you exactly what hell is. You know, so many people's been asking for hell videos and hell videos and hell videos. And some people say, oh, I really like them. I like the demonic part of it. I like this because you're sick and twisted. And I mean this in a loving way. Because you seek it. And that explains your comments. Am I proud of what I've done? No. Am I grateful for the blood of Jesus Christ? Absolutely. Am I fake? No. The things that go woo in the night, the things that you're about to come see come true. So you're telling me that everybody goes to heaven. Everybody. So this book is the biggest crocodile garbage in the world then, right? That's what you're saying? Doesn't speak about hell. It speaks love and joy and peace. Sounds like you're reading the Devil's Bible to me, my friend. There is no Devil's Bible. Yes, there is. There most certainly is the Devil's Bible. He's a mockery of the Creator, God. He is. He was created by God. Lucifer. Very pleasant man. He speaks very, very, very calm, peaceful words. Lucifer does. Very handsome man, if I must say so myself. Even though he did catch fire coming out of heaven by the hideous little peon of angels. Didn't even send the big boy, the archangel, Michael. No, he sent the little one. Other people, prayers, but it takes our free will, okay? If you would go and watch the other videos instead of just comment on one little thing because you decide you want to come and attack. Well, let me tell you right now, I'll fight the devil with the devil. Because you have no idea what you're talking about. None. You're disrespectful. You're a hateful person. And seriously hateful beyond hate. When you get inside someone's mind, be careful. Okay? I got a feeling the other two guys that commented right along with what you commented, you guys are like the three shadows that just runs around and squawks all day long. The one was pretty, I mean, how original are we? I mean, they call me Freddy Krueger. I mean, are you serious? I mean, you know how many times I've been told that? The other one, bravo, because honestly, that was kind of a new one for me. It looks like my face was a catcher's mask. It looks like I've won no fights, lost the fights, and my ugly face shows it. Well done. Okay. Anything else? That one was a little bit original. I'll give you that. If not you, Eli, the other one, if hell is not real, then how can you wish me to hell? And how can you wish demons? And I'm not even going to go into all the nonsense that you said that you want a demon to do to me. How is that possible then? You see the problem here? You're contradicting yourself. Yes, I might not be able to pronounce words very well. Newsflash, I never said I could. So what else you got? You want to talk about grade school? You want to talk about my education? You want to talk about how much I weigh? Do you want to talk about what I've done in life? I mean, come on, let's roll the dice. Let's seriously play this game. Because you know what? I'm about tired of listening to it. I mean, honestly. I've been very patient with it. I don't care anymore. I really don't. It's exhausting. And I've taken people's comments. Man, I'm getting tired of this. I'm about to leave. I'm tired of it. Okay? I'm about up to here with it. You know, a lot of attacks I can take, and a lot of nonsense I can take, but I'm human. I can only take so much. I don't deserve it. Nothing I'm saying is lies. You want to come and walk down an alleyway? Then let's walk down the alleyway, but we do it your way, not my way. You understand what I'm saying? I hope you do. Because let me tell you, to wish somebody into hell, what are you saying about yourself? Are you willing to go? Are you? Because you have no idea what awaits you. I come every day asking Jesus to change me, to keep me under his authority so I don't have to go back there. You're a rotten person, man. Honestly. I've dealt with some devils in my days, but you are rotten. Right along with the other two. You're hateful. I have heard some hate words in my days, but honestly, unbelievable. Yeah, I wake up every morning and I say, I'm so glad that things happen to me, and I'm so glad that I walked around and just punched myself in the face. What was the other one? It looked like I took nails and glass and glued it to a board and scraped it across my face so I could get attention. Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. Exactly what I did. Man, you're on to me. What was the other comment? Hold on. Not you, Eli. I'll get back to you, Eli. Don't worry. Here it is. You look like what it looks like when I sick my pit bull onto things and let it gnaw on it. I wish he would have finished gnawing your face off, you ugly... And I'll stop there. Well, it's good to know that you don't think I'm handsome. I guess. What the... You wish... Well... I guess it could have been worse. You could have said like the other one, hey, I wish the demons would do this and this and this to you. How did you make it out of hell when nobody else seemed to make it out of hell? Well, how do you know there's people in hell? You know what? Truthfully, here's what I believe that's happening right now. And I'm just going to say this once. And I'll see what the other two their comments are gone, because I'm not going to let anybody read that nonsense of what they want to do with what and how they want to do it and where they want to do it and all this nonsense, because you're just sick, twisted people. And like I said, hell is full and waiting for people like you. But let me run something down here to you guys. See, there's called a thing. Your words opens up portals. The things that you don't see is the things that's going to give you the most fear. Bored, tension. I don't need no attention from anybody. And for the other one, I really don't know how to really pronounce your name, and I don't mean this in a joking way, but it looks like Pinocchio. I'm trying not to even laugh. Panakaka. I hope the heck that's not the. I hope that it's truly not how you pronounce your name, because if it is, that explains it. Or do you just use that? Because if you use that, do you understand what it means? Let me give you a little bit of a taste of the demonic realm. Which corner do you stand on? All three of you. Tell me, which corner do you stand on? What do you really know? Answer my questions. I truly want you to answer these questions, because I just want to see where you play at on this playing field. You at least got to give me that, because if you want to fight in the demonic language, then you at least have to identify yourself. Or didn't you learn that yet? Well, the devil mocks it. We must know this, because Jesus says, identify yourself. What saith of your name? And I ask in the Lord Jesus Christ's name, what saith of your names? Just got real, didn't it, boys? I'm tired of it. I really am sick and tired of people, this brutal attacks. And I've been very calm about it, and I've listened to everybody's comments. I've listened to people threaten to leave because of some reason or another. Well, this is life, people, right here. This is true lives. This is what happens out there in this sick, twisted world. This isn't a game. I'm not coming on here just to make up stuff. I'm not coming on here to try to put fear into people, and it's not even that, because we shouldn't fear anything. Because if we believe in Jesus Christ, we know we're going to be protected. That's why I do videos like this, to show you it's not words. I'm a sad, pathetic. What was that? Oh, yeah. Well, here's your 15 minutes of fame, my friend. And the rest of you. But I'm going to tell you one thing. You see that clown car? Why don't you take you and the rest of you and get back in that clown car and go back to the circus that you came from? Oh, what's the matter? You don't understand this language, huh? You think of circus where the elephants and the popcorn and the people get shot out of cannons. No, 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 no. I'm not talking about that circus. What is hell? There's no hell. Jesus, the loving Jesus, doesn't send people to hell. You're right. Jesus is love. He don't want anybody to perish and go to hell. You take yourself like this, what you're doing. I'm fake, I'm false. Come on, Eli. You can do better than that. What's the matter? You're afraid I'm warning people what the master of all lies are saying? Lakashkame Tola? Is that what you're fearful of? Oh, that's right. That's right. I just blend a bunch of words together. Do you truly walk in the satanic realm? Then if you do, then you understand the language I speak. Not you, Eli, because I think personally, and I mean this out of due respect, I think personally, if you even lived 10 seconds of my life, you would piss your pants. And I truly mean that. I think you'd be throwing up. And for the other demon, you know what? You're probably right. My kids are better off. Or am I better off? You know nothing about my life. Don't come at me with swords of a tongue when you have no idea. I'm a devil, am I? You have never seen a devil. You have never seen nothing but a scary little crybaby movie that you put in and sit there on your couch and wonder, is this truly real or not? You have no idea. But you're about to see it. And you know what's the amazing part about it is, when you're left here, there's no crying out, Jesus. Because he's not going to be there to hear you. Because he's going to be celebrating with those faithful people that lived, eat, and breathed, and read the Bible, and prayed, and asked for forgiveness because of stupid stuff like this. And as long as I got breath, I'll bring that stinking, stupid stuff like this to the table so people can know who the devil is. Some of you wanted devil's videos, well, here you go. This is what you got to deal with when you watch and you look at these movies and all the satanic stuff that goes on, because your flesh says, yes, I want this. Or your flesh wants to go in and watch a movie. Or you want to listen to rock and roll music. Or you want to go into the devil's lairs. But according to Eli, they don't exist. According to him, everything I say is fake. According to the other two peons of the littlest tiny little levels of bottom levels that want to move yourself up a pyramid, then you go ahead and roll the dice with the devil. Because the devil calls. Checkmate. He's not willing and going to give up on you. He sent you, didn't he? Do you think he's done with me? Do you think he wants me to continue to talk and to expose the truth of the dark side of it? He sent 3 of you. God, what a heck of a combo too. But really, you're very not even original. If you ask me, the devil sent the weakest of the weak. Because you got one that wants to take the obvious things, facial looks. Did I ever come on here and saying, hey, I'm going to be on the top magazine of the most handsome man of the year award. What else you got? And for the record, when you want to talk about my dad, you better understand my dad before you come to the table and talk about something you have no clue. You understand what I'm saying? I was no little lightweight boy, let me tell you. I grew up, I worked out, I trained like a freight train. I could handle myself fairly good, even without the demons. My dad picked me up and tossed me around like a freaking rag doll. You know what it's like to be tossed out of a door and land on steps and roll down steps? You know what it's like for your dad to kick you as you're rolling down a hill and just continue to stomp the living tar out of your rib cage? Do you know what it's like when you got to sit there and wrap your rib cage with tape and put stuff on you? You have no clue, do you? My dad was a demon in himself. How can a father love a guy like me? Isn't that what you said? Right. But the funny thing is, out of all of his children, I was the only one there for him at the end after all the stuff that he did to me. Anything else you want to know? Oh, yeah. For the other guy. You don't think I know? I mean, give me a break. And you're going to cast spells on me? Awesome. Does it look like I'm worried? If I was worried and fearful of what you just said, would I be on here doing a video about it? That's right, it's fake and I need attention. Which one are you going to do? Well, tell me. What's the matter? I guarantee you're going to watch these videos and you're going to be like, oh yeah, here's the reply. Here it is. Let me make sure, Eli, I got all your questions here because I sure don't want to displease you. Okay? You believe me, right? That's right, I'm a liar. That's what it was. I'm a liar. Right. Well, to answer the last question on the other guy's comment, what proof do you want, my friend? What proof do you want? I mean, to sit here and say, give me proof. What proof do you want? The devil took one of my sisters. I have two other sisters that also testified of things that I've never even spoke to. One of them just came in flat into a room and started speaking about it. I suppose I set all that up too, right? You know what it's like to be a little kid and go down the basement and see the most ugliest, terrifying, girl looking thing, and it's enough to give you shivers. And to grab a hold of you and try to pull you through the steps because we didn't have backings on our steps, they were just open steps, and she'd grab a hold of you. That's right. I have a heck of an imagination, don't I? You know what it's like to be drugged out of your bed. You know what it's like to be waking up and what you see at the foot of your bed, and your bed starts shaking, and this thing is just literally lifting your whole entire bed off the ground and shaking you from one end to the next. You know what it's like to be grabbed and slung from one end of your room to the next. In the one house that I lived in, with one, I speak about the bar being downstairs. Do you know what it's like? And it was like a concrete floor that they come in there, and then they put them that paint looking chip things in there to make it kind of decorative, like you see on the garage doors, garage floors. Do you know what it's like to be chucked across one of those floors? How about have your forehead almost split open? You know what it's like to be drug up steps and be thrown down steps? You know what it's like to be as a little boy standing on the top of a steps? You look over at your sisters and you hear them scream, "Mom, Mom, he's about to jump." In reality, when the thing picks you up and throws you down the steps, but you miss half of them, then you come to a tumbling stop when you slam into that wall. Do you know what it's like to walk down alleyways and to be drugged? Do you know what it's like to sit in a room when people are cutting themselves and singing chants, and you seeing demons arise up out of floors and out of walls and realms open up? Do you? Do you know what it's like to go into a cemetery where they're sacrificing animals? Do you know what it's like to flip over the cards? Do you know what it's like when you go in there and you pull out the book of spells? Do you? Do you know what it's like when you walk away from something and you take off running and you think you're running as fast as you possibly can? All my stuff is made up, make believe. You think I wanted to live under a bridge when I was just turning 15 years old? Do you really think that? Do you really think I wanted to go pull open a trash bag and hope the heck there was something I could eat? You know what it's like to go down when you get your stepmom to call you at 12:30 at night, and you drive 45 minutes and you're dead tired and you're digging a trench around your father's property, and the whole meantime that he's freaking out inside, punching holes in walls. Do you know what it's like to be up on a roof and you're taking down one of them old style antennas? Yeah, you know them big things that look like big airplanes. It's got all the rods coming across them. They look like basically an airplane. And when you're unbolting it, all of a sudden you feel a big giant smack on your back, and you look up and there's your dad that picks you up and chucks you off of his roof. These are all just made up stories, by the way, because I'm a liar and I'm seeking attention. Why don't you just play with your little Ouija board and act like you're doing something important in life? Isn't that what you said? I play with the Ouija board. I mentioned it. If you would have listened to the story, you would have understood why did the Ouija board keep coming back. that's right. It's lies. Isn't that what you said? It's all lies. Well, mostly lies. Well, tell me the truth about anything that I've said. But before you tell me the truth, tell me the lies that I've spoken. Please do. What can you possibly do to me? Any of you? These people are crazy for falling? Maybe. Or maybe they're just tired of demons. Maybe I'm the first person willing to come and speak a truth and not sugarcoat, water it down like all these sick pastors that seek nothing because they're failing God. Hypocritical? Nah. I'm done talking. But why don't you tell me one thing, please? Please tell me just one thing. Why would anybody ask for this to happen to them? You have no idea what I've been through. You have no idea the things that I have gone through and what my dad put me through. 24 years of a marriage. You want to talk about my children? If I was a better dad. Yeah, they're all right, aren't they? Including you. And for the third one, I deserve to be put in a cell in hell, and everybody that's in hell be giving some kind of, I don't know what in the world. I mean, excuse me for not understanding some spellings. But are you meaning like pinata, like sticks like a pinata? Is that what you're saying? You want everybody in hell to get a stick so they can beat the living tar out of me? Because you said, according to my words, you just get restored. But I also said the pain never ends. Every time it happens, the pain just increases on top of pain. Is that what you're wishing for me? Do you understand that liars in hell, what they do to them? They pull their tongues completely out of their body. Slice them completely open. Take the tongue, roll it up, and shove it up inside. You gotta be glad you're not a raper. Let's just say you ever hear the saying when people used to say, you keep messing with me and you'll sit down to pee the rest of your life? Well, what do you think what I'm talking about, and where do you think that they're going to place that item? That's right. It's all made up. I'm the best horror film storyteller there is. But please explain to me why people have seen the things that I have seen. I don't even have the words right now. You disgust me. And I'm going to have to ask Jesus to forgive me. But you truly do disgust me. And I honestly can't say that I have been able to say this in years about anybody. But you three truly just make me want to throw up. Nasty, nasty, nasty. But you notice one thing I've never did to any three of you. I never wished hell on any of you. But instead I'm going to ask God to show you mercy. As hard as that is to even stomach that word right now. Because I know I have to. And I do forgive all three of you. I truly do. My God, have He had mercy on your souls. You are some sick individuals. I'm done. Just done.